table cracked in half, and all three of them, the two of them in the table ended up on the floor.
It must have been that trauma which caused Triple H to find Stephanie McMahon attractive.
after the boob job. After the boob job. But yeah, and naturally the television, broadcast only showed one pile driver when he broke the table. But there were 5 of them. But anyway, and as far as screw jobs go, we all know what happened in the street fight. Now, up until, I think, Tony, you can confirm this, right? Up until just before the match, Cactus Jack was supposed to win that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think the scenario was that Cactus Jack was supposed to win that final street fight. But then, who knows, Triple H being Triple H, I don't know, maybe he reminded Vince that he was playing with his daughter's artificial hooters or something like that on a regular basis. But shortly before that street fight, they changed the storyline so that Triple H would win the street fight.
Ooh.
Yeah. But then, now I have mixed emotions about that because just like we were talking about on Chuckles' show, I thought the ending of Batman versus Superman, I thought it would be awesome, even though I'm more of a Batman fan. I thought dramatically it would be better for Batman to die in his battle with Superman. That would put him over the top as far as legendary. And it would be very dramatically satisfying. Cactus Jack losing to Triple H was the same thing. At the time, I hated it. But dramatically, it worked. So, now, of course, none of this means that I'm going to enjoy Superman versus Batman with Chuckles. Just like I said on Chuckles' show. No, I'm going to hate it. Everybody here is going to hate it. And everybody that sits in that theater is going to hate it. The only thing I would hate more is if they redid King Kong versus... Well, to me, it's Godzilla versus King Kong.
They're doing it, by the way. It's already happening.
It's already happening?
Because
I know the new Godzilla movie, the American Godzilla movie, is already pretty much in the can. But... or at least in post-production, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're working on they've already been talking to Peter Jackson for his King Kong, and they're working on the storyline for the new Kong versus Godzilla. So it's already in works, so it's going to happen.
Okay, so we're going to see, so this new Godzilla movie, I think we're supposed to have Ghidorah the three-headed monster and Mothra, is that the...
Mothra, and I'm pretty sure you can end up seeing Rodan in this one.
Probably. They always load in more bad guys than you want in, whether it's a superhero movie or a monster movie. There's always more monsters than you need. But now they're in talks for the King Kong versus Godzilla. Now Peter Jackson is supposed to direct. Or you're saying they're just using his version of
his version of the Kong, using his version of the creature. So they are already in works with that, which it's going to be weird because again, like. Movie-wise, Godzilla is bigger than King Kong, so they're going to have to...
Kong is 50 feet tall.
Yep.
Peter, the original Kong and Peter Jackson's version, both. He stays true to that. Godzilla, the original Godzilla... Now, he wasn't as big as later movies.
Right.
But the original Godzilla and King of the Monsters was 140 feet.
So they're going to have a lot of height issues on this one. Maybe they're going to put King Kong in those same stilts that...
King Kong Bundy versus the midget.
Yeah.
Not quite, but,
We'll see. We'll see if it goes through, but it's already been talked, and it's pretty much a go.
Yeah, now is it supposed to be... now this is getting a little ahead of ourselves, but is it supposed to be in... Just when Peter Jackson made his King Kong, he set it as a period piece.
Yeah.
Back in the 30s or 40s, whatever it was.
Right.
Now, is this King Kong versus Godzilla supposed to be set back then?
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out when they do it.
It might not be bad if it did. I'll tell you, my thought would be, I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned this to you on one of our shows or if in conversation off the air. I thought it would be a great idea if we could tie together the Godzilla franchise with the Jurassic World.
Yeah, dinosaur with the Jurassic World, and that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, in other words, and the theme is already there, the storyline is already there. If Jurassic World is always trying to come up with bigger and better attractions, right? They came up with, not Tyrannosaurus Rex, but...
Right. The Indominus Rex.
Indominus Rex, right. Now, first of all, Indominus Rex turned into fish food.
Right.
Okay, that's number one. Yeah. Number two, though, they do have all those genetic codes. And they have that... Now, if I'm not mistaken, the scientist that created all those genetic monsters, He's still around, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, they
screwed.
get
He's
away.
alive.
He's Japanese, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, you
there's
never know. They could do
Godzilla.
it.
Yeah.
You're right. It would be kind of cool if they did it like back in Kong's days, where you made like Godzilla almost like a baby, because then it would make sense in his adolescence.
Right, or
fighting Kong.
True.
Or not even in
you
his
know.
adolescence, but let's say, a Jurassic Park genetic innovation. Let's say, now they wouldn't want to be ridiculous. They wouldn't want to create a monster 200 feet tall.
No.
because that would, you couldn't contain that in Jurassic World.
No.
But I'm thinking maybe 80 feet, maybe a standing Godzilla, a Godzilla standing up 80 feet.
Well, pitch the idea to IDW. They're the ones that take care of Godzilla and Jurassic World right now.
Oh, they are.
They are the ones
Both.
that own both those
Well,
comic
now-
series.
Woohoo!
So you're gonna have to pitch it to them.
I will be in there pitching.
Oh.
Because basically you can create both. They could create both. They could create Godzilla. They could create King Kong.
True.
Actually, you could go one step further. And actually, maybe I shouldn't divulge all this on over the
Yeah,
air.
they're gonna rip you off, man.
Somebody out there listening will. But I can picture like a tie-in, and this would be a reboot of the original. Remember in the original King Kong versus Godzilla?
Right.
Godzilla attacked Tokyo after being born out of waking up in the iceberg. Right. Remember that it was a businessman, a la Donald Trump, who wanted another monster brought
Yeah.
to Japan to fight Godzilla for a big publicity stunt for his company. And that's how King Kong arrived in Japan to fight
Yeah.
Godzilla. I mean, I can see that can be redone. That can be reworked.
Very easily.
Don't give Donald Trump ideas. He's gonna make these monsters.
Well, if he doesn't win president of the United States at this point, yes, he may be looking for that kind of revenge.
That could be his victory party, though.
That's an
Well-
awesome victory party.
That'll be his
Let me
like,
say
ticker
this:
tape parade.
If that's his victory party, I'm already behind Donald Trump.
There you go.
100%.
Donald Trump, if you make Godzilla real, you got the clown's vote.
Yeah, Godzilla and King Kong made real. For a battle, fight to the finish, and maybe the Roman Colosseum.
The heck with freaking nuclear war arms. Have some powerful beasts crushing these
Just let those
Taliban
guys
and
loose
ISIS
in
members.
ISIS.
Now Chuckles, I'll tell you, I think we better both shut up right now because we're coming up with some very marketable ideas and we're throwing them out free over the airwaves. I'll tell you, stop. All right, we're stopping right there.
Go to the music quick,
Yeah,
George.
right back to the music. Okay, let's get back to the rock and roll. Motorhead here on the Haunted Cabaret, Rhode Island Free Radio.
Well, here, babe, look at you in love with someone else. Turned out like all the others, leave me by myself. That's how it works, I guess. And you like all the rest. Guess I can handle it, and that's the way it is. I'm in love with rock and roll. It satisfies my soul. That's how it has to be. I won't get mad. I got rock and roll to save me from the cold. And if that's all there is, it ain't so bad, rock and roll. I've never been the one to have no city girl. I love the way I live, running around the world. I like to fool around, I love to tear them down. And when I leave, you look to miss me while I'm gone.
that was a twofer, I guess you'd say. Rock and Roll, Motorhead, and then Natives Are Restless, the Cramps. And Chuckles, you're restless to do a couple of announcements for your show. You got a lot going
definitely,
on.
I mean, if you are a fan of Chuckles the Clown and George Garner, you will be a huge fan of Chuckles Crips. And it's basically as edgy as your show. The
What
Haunted Cabaret.
What exactly does
It
this
is
involve?
short little clips that would not be allowed on television for reasons. And, well, we just spice it.